Well, good day, everyone. We're here on the porch today. I want to share on prayer with a word from the Word. It's found in James, the 4th chapter, the 2nd verse. It says, "You do not have because you do not ask." You know, God has designed His plans in the earth that we have to ask. Some people will say, well, God knows my need, but you still have to ask. Remember, prayer is the pipeline. It's the invitation from us for God into our situation. You know, God is not moved by need. He's moved by faith, and faith is believing Him enough to simply ask. You know, in verse 3, it goes on to say this, "Or you do ask, and yet you fail to receive because you ask with wrong purpose or selfish motives." Your intention is when you get what you desire to spend it in sensual pleasures. You know, we have to pay special attention to our intentions. The New Living Bible says it this way: you don't get it because your motives are all wrong. You want only what will give you pleasure. The Contemporary English version says this: "Yet even when you do pray, your prayers are not answered because you pray just for selfish reasons." Let me encourage you today. What about pleasing God? Living a life that pleases God, asking for His will and His way, His kingdom come and His will be done His way. You know, Solomon prayed a prayer that pleased God. He asked for wisdom. One translation says a hearing heart for the purpose of serving God's people. His intention and motive was not selfish or for himself, but to serve God and to serve God's people. And God was pleased. Let me show it to you out of 2 Chronicles 1 and verse 11. Verse 10, "Give me now wisdom and knowledge to go out and come in before this people. For who can rule this, your people who are so great?" God replied to Solomon, "Because this was your heart, and you have not asked for riches, possessions, honor, and glory, or the life of your foes, or even for long life, but you have asked wisdom and knowledge for yourself, that you may rule and judge my people, over whom I have made you king. Wisdom and knowledge are granted you, and I will give you riches, possessions, honor, and glory, such as none of the kings had before you, and none after you shall have their equal." You know, God was pleased with that prayer from Solomon's heart, and He gave Solomon great wisdom, that which he did ask for, but God gave him what he didn't ask for: wealth and honor and glory. So ask God, pray about everything, great and small, and ask God with the right motive and the intention to please God, and watch God answer with more than you ask for. This has been Pastor on the Porch. Thank you for joining me today. We look forward to being with you again.